Hello, Sarah from One-Eyed Cat Online Marketing here, and welcome back to our Ultimate Google Ads Checklist for e-commerce. We are on the final checklist item. Yay! We've finally got this. This is checklist item number 44. And still talking about your product feed. And today's checklist item is asking if you are regularly checking your Merchant Center account for errors, disapprovals, and quality issues inside your product feed. It's something that a lot of people can forget about, that you kind of upload your feed initially and everything's lovely, and everything gets approved and it's all lovely, and then you kind of don't think about it. But what can happen over time, there can be issues with products, especially if you've got lots of new products coming in and going, being added and removed from your feed. As those new products get added, you might get errors in new products, or something might change in an old product and it'll chuck all sorts of errors out. And if you've got disapproved products, then they're not going to show up in your shopping campaigns. And I have sort of come across it before, where I've come across a new client where like half of the products weren't even in the shopping feed because they were all disapproved and nobody had gone in to check and see what was happening with them. Now, you should get emails with any major issues with a Merchant Center account. You will get an email to the Merchant Center, the email that's sort of registered with the Merchant Center. But again, it can happen that maybe you're not the person, that you don't have access to that email address. Maybe it's an old email address and you're not made aware. So you really do need, I'd say at least monthly, if you've got a particularly big merchant feed, and a particularly maybe dynamic merchant feed that changes all the time, maybe you need to go and do it once a week. It doesn't take long, it's a few minutes. I'm quickly going to just jump in and show you where you need to go to look. So I've just logged into a Merchant Center account here, and everything looks lovely. I can see by hovering over here that I do have some disapproved products. But what you need to do is click on the Go to Diagnostics button, and here across the top here you will see exactly how many active items, how many expiring, pending and disapproved items. And if you scroll down the page here, it shows you then what the count of products and what the problem is with this. If you can hover over the little help button there, it'll give you a little bit more information, though that's not hugely helpful in that particular case. So you'll just work your way through here, looking to see and fixing the issues that are being flagged up here. You can download these here, download them into an Excel spreadsheet, and it'll give you all the individual products that there's a problem with. You have item issues here, you have feed issues, and this is a really biggie, account issues. So if you have something in account issues, this is the kind of thing where now this happens to relate to these products here that are disapproved, so that's something that we're working on at the moment. Things in the account issues, those are things that will actually get your Merchant Center suspended, and you can have a notice here that says basically this is wrong with your feed. If you don't fix it in the next 30 days or whatever, then your feed will be disapproved. So they give you time to fix it, but if you're not checking and you don't know there's a problem, you might wake up one morning and find all of a sudden you've got no products in your shopping campaign, the whole product feed's been suspended, and then there's a massive, there's all the hassle and the stress of having to get that feed reapproved and speaking to Google Help and all sorts of things. So keep on top of it, keep checking, come in here on a regular basis and make sure that the quality of the actual product feed and the issues are all dealt with as soon as possible. Okay, so that's today's checklist item, and that's the end of the checklist. Yay, we got there in the end. So I will link to the checklist below if you want to download the whole thing as a PDF. It can be used, it's quite handy to use as maybe if you want to do a little audit on your account. If you go through the checklist, then you're kind of you're auditing really. It's most of the areas that we would cover if we're doing an audit. So that can be really helpful. I thank you for watching the videos, and I will not see you in the next video of the checklist because there isn't one, but As always, if you have any questions, please comment below, and any suggestions for future videos or any topics that you'd like me to cover, please make a note and I'll do my best to cover those. But in the meantime, take care and make sure you go through the checklist, and really will make a difference in the quality and the performance that you get from your Google ads. Take care now. Bye.